Good afternoon. Today is Friday, August 29th. My name is Nate, and I am here with this 2014 Porsche Boxster. And what I'm going to do in this video is take us on a tour of the car inside and out, give an idea of the overall condition, and touch on a bit of the work that was done in preparation for the sale. So this is a one-owner car in a beautiful spec of dark blue metallic over Luxor beige leather, and this car is equipped with the 6-speed manual transmission. So this is really a joy to drive. And this was a dream for the current owner when he purchased it new, and it has just under 11,000 miles on it. And if you're watching this video, you've probably already seen some of the records in the gallery outlining the work that was done to prepare this car for sale. I'll touch a little bit more on that now. So for the winter of 2025, some unfortunate circumstances meant that this Boxster had to be stored outdoors. And what happened was the drains had clogged up and allowed water to enter the interior. So unfortunately that corroded the body control module, which was replaced. The entire interior was taken out of the car, seats, carpet, console, to facilitate replacing that control module. What that also allowed was really unprecedented access to areas that are normally hidden from sight. So we were able to test all of the wiring, make any repairs where needed, and confirm that the water intrusion had only affected that control module. The entire car was put back together and cleaned twice, once when all of the components were out of the car, and once was when everything was put back together. This has been extensively road tested for several hundred miles, and also replaced in preparation for the sale was the clutch. And that unfortunately was caused by rodents that had found the breather hole in the bell housing and made a small nest. And so the end result, what we have in front of us, is a car that runs, drives, looks, and smells like exactly what it is. Despite that unfortunate history, we still have a 10,000 mile Boxster in front of us, and this thing is a joy to drive. So I'm going to point out the few blemishes that do exist. Starting on the front end, we have this imperfection on the driver's side of the lower front bumper cover, and then some smaller imperfections around the nose here. And then on the hood, we have a cluster of small paint chips kind of off on the right side, and then another few in the center there. And these wheels are in fabulous condition. The only thing I do want to point out is these tires are the originals. So they have 2013 date codes and plenty of tread left though. That is something that I would recommend addressing. And on the driver's side of the car, the most notable blemish is this scratch here, or pair of scratches that are each maybe 3/8 of an inch to 1/2 an inch in length. And at the rear of the car, the blemishes to point out are these two pretty small imperfections below the driver's tail light. And then on the spoiler, we have this unfortunate chip there, and then another small blemish kind of in the center of it. On the trunk lid, we've got a very small chip right there, and you're seeing a few raindrops. And then the last thing to point out back here, if it even shows up, is this kind of faint scratch around the recovery hook cover. Moving down to the passenger side of the car, we have another very small imperfection there. That is less than 1/8 of an inch in size. And so that about rounds out our exterior tour. I'll continue on to the interior next. And now we'll continue our tour inside the car, where we have this beautiful Luxor beige leather. This is one of my favorite color combinations on really any car. And inside here, everything works flawlessly. And the leather still smells new. It gives off a nice scent of new leather. And as with the exterior, I'll point out the few blemishes that do exist, starting with the steering wheel here, where we have a handful of imperfections in the center. And on the driver's floor mat here, there's just 2 areas of discoloration. And on the driver's seat, on the outside bolster, we have this small kind of nick in the upholstery. But aside from that, everything shows very evenly and is in really fabulous condition for its age. Walk around the passenger side here. And so that about covers our tour of this 2014 Boxster. Please don't hesitate to get in touch with any questions, either publicly via the comments or privately via the contact seller button. Thank you all so much for watching.